Hi, welcome back to my Discovering New Music journey, and today we're going to be checking out some more Twice. So today we are on part 2 of me checking out their music videos and stuff like that. Today we're actually going to do 6 songs. I was really enjoying the other songs that I've been hearing, and the music videos and stuff like that has been very entertaining. So I'm hoping we keep that kind of same thing for these songs going on 100%. Really excited, so let's get into these. All right, starting with the first one. It's called LIKEY. Like a school or something like that. Oh. Okay, the Twice kind of thing. I like the overall look of everything, the outside kind of thing, just natural thing going on. That's a very interesting sound with the sound now. Ooh. Again, very nice foot out sound there. Also very bright kind of thing with this one as well. I like that main melody that's going in the instrumental. Right? I don't know exactly what that is, but that's really nice kind of melody on it. That's a really nice melody, that kind of thing as well. The synth thing. Like her. Ooh, very nice how they sound on this. I love the reverb in their voices, but echo in. Nice. It's getting very kind of higher, brighter tone. Love her tone so much right there. That's a nice melody right there. That was a nice transition to like the tree right there. Okay, bringing the sound back on. It's kind of a build up thing going on with the beat. It's kind of getting faster a bit. Oh, I think Tui sounded really nice right there. On that melody right here. Okay. That's a really nice harmony on this line. I like the chorus that they right there. It's nice. Okay, so this is like the chorus part. Is it like the after chorus or something like that? Nice. It's a very catchy kind of after chorus part. I like how they did that. Even like that chorus that they're doing with that. That's nice. Okay. Okay, I like how the beat's going now. How she said it as well. Very interesting percussion right there. Nice. Ooh, nice right there. Vocal right there. Where are they filming this? It looks really nice. Yeah, it's very interesting sound effect right there. I like how they did a scene right there with the slow-mo in the back right there. I wonder how they filmed that. They're like slowed in the back and she's like still moving like, regular speed. I like how they did that. I like how she sounds with that part as well. Okay, it's like going into her eye right there. Okay. Yeah, I love the sound of this part as well. Very nice melodies on us. Okay, I like how they're all doing this choreo right now. And again, there's really nice harmony on that. Oh, okay. They don't go into that after chorus. Straight into the bridge. Ooh, okay. Oh, look, hello. Right here it says Twice the Gram. That's the name of one of their albums, right? And then Heart Shaker. So was that like a teaser for that? Okay, like how the beat's going right here. Okay. Oh, okay. I was wondering because they didn't have a part of the song yet. I was wondering where they were. Oh, okay, I like that flow right there. I was going with the beat as well. Okay, I like that right there. Kind of putting another bit right there. How that beat's going. There's a little dab at the end right there. Okay, I like I said, delivered there as well. A little kind of whisper and then all that. And then bring it back in. That was nice. Okay, a little dance thing right here. Okay, I like a she hit there right there. And then they all join that. That's nice. Okay, nice. Okay, and then go into like the after chorus section for that, right? Oh, I love the way they did that. The structure of this is very, very interesting. And then twice the gram thing. Okay. Is there actually? I think their actual Instagram name is Twice the Gram, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I love how they did that. Very, very nice sound for this one. 100% very fun. I wonder what type of filter they put on this, because everything is so colorful and just like bright and everything. Like, it's very saturated with color, and I love how it looks where they filmed this and stuff like that. That's very, very nice. The very, fun, kind of bright sounding song. I think, especially the way that they were singing definitely sounded like they were putting on more of like a higher kind of sound with their voice, right? So it was very interesting how they did that going with this. I love that, like I said, that main kind of hook part. I don't know exactly, like, is this like main kind of, me likey part? Is this considered like a after chorus or like the main chorus part? Because they started with it as well, right? So I'm guessing it's like, it's probably like the second part of the chorus, because they have the part where Mina starts right here after this pre-chorus part right here. It's kind of like the start of the chorus, right? Because they do it like 2 times on that. So I'm guessing this is just like the start of the chorus, and then they have the second part of the chorus. All right. So they have Mina and Nayeon singing this part, but they don't go into it. The likey part for this. They go into the bridge. So that's why I'm like, okay, is it like an after chorus part, or is it just like the second part that they cut out? I think that was very interesting. But then they repeated it at the end without the first part of the chorus, right? It's kind of like it was just a delayed drop into that part, because you had the bridge kind of be in the middle, and then all this, like, the rap section, and then the dance break, and then into that part ending it. So, that was very interesting how they did the structure of that. And I actually like that, because it makes for a very interesting kind of thing. It's not too repetitive. It doesn't get too repetitive because of the fact that they did change it up for that, and then just have it at the end right there. So, I love how they did that, especially because they did start it with this part. So it's nice that they didn't bring it in again, and they just, cut it with the bridge and have it come in at the end. I think it's very interesting how they did this bridge part as well, because, you had like the main kind of thing, slowed down a bit right there, and they're just singing this, and then it goes into like the rap part, which I think was very, very interesting and very clever how they did that as well. I love this part as well with Dahyun and Chaeyoung. I always look forward to their parts in these songs. Every single song that we've been having, they've had like a little duo part where they're doing something. It's always something different and kind of unique. So I love how they did it. I love how they did it on this part as well. Really nice overall kind of, way that they were delivering the lines as well, going with the beat and stuff like that. I love how the production was done overall on this song. Very fit out again with this, and I love, how the percussion was going, especially on this part. Like how they bring it out a bit right there, starting with this, Dahyun doing this part right there, very, very nice, and then ending with the dab, and then of course bring it back in, and then go into this dance break section was pretty cool as well. So I love that. Love how they were sounding vocally in the other parts as well, especially in the verses. Very, very nice sound with that. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely a song that I could definitely listen to, and very kind of nice, kind of bright energy thing. Like I said, it's very catchy. Very, very fun type thing. So yeah, definitely really enjoyed this one. Again, really enjoyed this music video as well. And now let's go on to the next one that we have. All right, so this next one is called Heart Shaker. Okay. Oh, okay. Was this the... So this is the Heart Shaker is the thing that they were teasing in the last one, right? And this is the same kind of sound that they were playing at the end of that. I like that whole thing. Okay. I like the melody on that, and the layered vocals on that as well. Okay. That's nice. It sounded like it was like a brass sound in there. The horn in there. That's nice how the beat is going as well. Okay. And the guitar melody. Okay, I'm liking how the sound of the vocals in this. Like she literally said, "My name is Tsui" in the lyrics. How's she doing the end thing? Okay, I like how they're doing that. Yeah, really nice transition as well. How they're just kind of going through this thing and going through like the heart, the other thing. Okay, very interesting rhythm right here with the beat. The vocal that comes right there, nice. And again, really love the sound like guitar going as well. Okay, I like that. I love how she sings that as well. Very nice singing out right there. Nice. I like the bird energy of this one as well, of course. Yeah, that's a really nice melody on this. Oh, that was an interesting chord right there. And then she kind of like turns and like does like, it's like she's like shooting them or whatever, and then they're like all done that. That was interesting right there. I like how they did that. Okay. Verse. Really like how she's on there as well. I like how they, keeping, the yeahs coming in right there. The melody is really nice on that. Okay, that's that right there. The little kind of rap they bring in right there. I love how they come in as well doing that, with like the videos, them coming into from the sides right there with like the different ad-libs. They're kind of adding to that. Adding to that. Okay, again, on to this. That's a very catchy melody right there. You're my head shaker. How you did that? Oh, that was clean right there, going from the floor and then up, back. And then the outfit change. Nice. Okay. And again, I love how they're using that heart as like a transition into each one, each scene right there. Even coming in right there, and then they come in for this. So, ooh, the chords going on this. Very nice. Ooh. Okay, well now, very nice. Is that two Momos right there? Wow. How are they doing that? Yeah, there's like two different like twices going on right here. And they're all like in different kind of outfit things. I love the ad-libs going in the background as well. Very nice right there. I feel like it sounds very open as well, how they're singing as well. Very nice on that. Okay, I like how that camera is moving right there with this. And they're jumping right there. Ooh, who's going off in the back right there? They're singing the yeah. Yo, this was a really, really entertaining music video. 100%. Yeah, very clever how they did this as well. I love how they used the heart right there as, just a transition to each scene. Love how they did this in this last section as well. So I'm guessing, yeah, because that's really like smooth. Wow. So I'm guessing what they did is they had the members wear like the different outfits of each scene. So they had like half of them wear a certain outfit from like these outfits or whatever, and then the other half wear the kind of, you know, the denim blue, you know, looking outfits or whatever that they had. And then they have them mixed up, right? So they had them mixed up, and then they film it 2 times, and then they somehow blend it together like this into one shot. I think the way they did that was really cool. I don't know how to do that myself, so I'm not entirely sure what they did exactly, but the way they did that was very, very nice looking. 100%. I love the way they did the camera work on this last part as well, especially on that part where they were doing like the jumping and stuff like that, how they would like move and tilt the like thing, the camera, and how it did that was very, very nice and stuff like that. So I think definitely for the editing on this video, really nice. You know, one of my favorite kind of ways they've done it for these music videos so far on the editing. Constant movement going on, you know, just kind of moving forward through like the heart and stuff like that. So I love how they were doing that. It was mainly choreo parts, so I love that as well, because, you know, with the other songs you have like choreo parts, but then you also have like just close-up things of the members and they're just kind of singing or whatever. But I feel like mainly for this one it was just mainly like the choreo. And I love the different sets that they had and how they were going through them on this one. So that was really nice as well. Was loving how they were sounding with the vocals again, especially on this chorus part. I feel like they sing that very nice and like loud and open, right? Very high as well on that melody. So I like how they do that. I like how they go into that. Really like the overall sound of that guitar that was kind of like looping through most of the things on this one. You know, really nice overall rhythm with the beat and stuff like that. I was loving the sections like the pre-chorus as well, the melodies that they were singing, and of course the other kind of ad-libs coming in, and even how they did that with the video, like the members coming in from the side or whatever. Again, I think Twice does a great job with, you know, capturing that bright kind of energy, you feel me, the look of their faces, and, you know, just how they're moving and stuff like that. Especially in this last little section, how they did that was very, very nice. I like the, you know, the section of the choreo when where they come up and then a member hugs another right there. Like, that was cool right there. I like how they do that entire thing right there. So very entertaining for that as well. Very nice overall vibe, 100%. But yeah, very, very nice for this one. I don't feel like I would listen to this song as much. It's still very fun sounding. So it is, you know, it is another one of those songs that where I feel like it could come on and I just, you know, really vibe with it, you know, have that nice kind of energy and just, you know, be able to dance to it and stuff like that. But it's not something I'm like, you know, kind of, you know, replaying a lot and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go on to the next one that we have. All right, so this next one is called What Is Love? Huh? Ooh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, I like those scrolls going on. I feel like this one sounds very similar to the last one. Like, it's like in the kind of, it might be in the same kind of area with like the key and everything. It's very similar to how everything's going. Uh-huh. Like, it's very, very nice that it kind of transitions to that. Okay, that was not, that's up there. How did that? Uh-huh. That's right there. Uh-huh. Ooh. Like how she sounds right here. This is like, she's behind her doing like the pottery thing. Uh-huh. Like how she's on that. It was very nice percussion right there. How it went. Uh-huh. That's melody right there. I think I might have heard this one as well. Like, yeah, like certain parts of it. It sounded familiar. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's a nice kind of melody right there. There's the harmonies coming in the back right there. Move it up. Uh-huh. Ah, okay. Yeah. I have. Uh-huh. Yeah, when that chorus drops, yeah, very, very familiar. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think they performed this, right? Because I definitely, yeah, they performed this somewhere. I forgot what it was. It might have been on their Lollapalooza thing. But this chorus is very familiar, and I think they also did this on their Killing Voice as well, correct? So I think It's a very catchy kind of, you know, memorable chorus, so it's definitely something I remember kind of more than like the other things. But I love that right there. They're very, very catchy with that one and whole thing. The layered vocals on that as well is very nice. So it's like they're all like in like a love movie thing or something like that, but they like keep switching the channel to like a different thing. It's based off of their own kind of favorite movies or whatever, like romantic kind of thing. Okay. Like that right there, that was really nice on me on that. And then beat going right there, it's nice. Yeah, I love the melodies a lot in this verse. And this part as well. Love me is telling us. Okay. Like I did that right there. I love the chord right here. Especially like this right there. That how they do like the little question mark. With that. Going with that is nice. Nice. Yeah, very nice song with that. I like how she's delivering the lines right there. That's very interesting. And the kind of double kind of vocals that's coming on top of that. Kind of like a melodic thing with that. It was like commercials or something like that. Okay, I like the different looks right there. Nice vocal right there. Come on top of that. In the back. Nice. It over. Nice. Okay, yeah, I like that section right there. It's nice. Light chain delivered on that a lot right there. Very nice. Get rid of with that. Oh. Okay. I like how they did this thing right here. I like these songs by saying that. Is it like crying? Is it like a sad part of the movie? You know, I think I recognize that movie that Nayeon's doing. And then of course I think the one with Momo right there is La La Land, correct? What in the world is that, right? Yeah, that look is crazy. Okay, I like the little curl right there with the leg thing right there. Yeah, so very fun song for this one as well. Definitely like the overall, just the whole vibe of this one. I feel like mainly for this one just has a really nice hook, like very, very memorable hook. Because like I was saying, I was, remembering hearing this from their performance and even on their Killing Voice thing. Like it's a very nice overall sounding thing. I think this is one of their more popular ones as well. Like of course all of these songs that we've been checking out are very, very popular, but I think this is one of the most popular ones, so it definitely makes sense. Like I said, it's very, very catchy. The I wanna know, no, like that whole thing, and then what is love, the whole thing right there, how they do the choreo and stuff like that is very catchy and stuff like that. The whole vibe of everything, just very, very nice for this one. Mainly I was loving the verses a lot, how they were singing that. It sounded really nice, and how they build up to that with like the beat. That's very, very nice on that one as well. So really nice song for this one as well. Also one that I feel like I probably wouldn't go and kind of put on to listen to myself, but also something I can vibe to if it does come on. It has a really nice energy overall. Definitely a highlight for me on this was the music video. I was trying to figure out what was going on, right? I knew what was going on, but I was just trying to I guess see what movies that they were kind of looking at. I really think I only know two right? There might be more I know, but I guess the way they did that, I'm not entirely sure. So obviously this is La La Land, but and then I think the one that Nine was doing, is it like Princess Diaries or something like that? It was a thing where the girl was a nerd or whatever, and you had like, you know, the other popular people in the school, and then she has this whole transformation, and then she becomes the popular girl or whatever. I think that's what that is, if I'm not mistaken. But the other ones, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I might have seen the other ones. I don't watch, you know, a lot of romantic kind of, you know, movie things in general, so the other ones, you know, I'm really not entirely sure. But of course you guys can tell me down in the comments down below, you know, what other movies there were. I like the whole section right here with Dahyun and Chaeyoung, and they had like the little commercial kind of thing that was going on. This section with Chaeyoung right here and all these different like looks, and right there was really nice. Dahyun with this look at the end was hilarious, bruh. Let me see if I can go to it. Yeah. This right here, like the way they did that, they did like a whole kind of, you know, little facial hair on her right there, and the way they did that was hilarious. 100%, even the outfit. So yeah, I like how they did all the styling and stuff for this one. I feel like it definitely made for a nice entertaining thing. Like how they did the whole story, you know, having, you know, them just together watching movies on the couch, and then they're just changing the channels, and then like the stars of their own movies and stuff like that. So everything how they did that was very, very nice. All the sets, all the, you know, outfits and stuff like that, they did a great job. Really enjoyed this one. Let's go on to the next one that we have. All right, so this next one is called Dance the Night Away. So I think this was like one of their kind of first summer releases, right? Or like summer kind of esque things, right? Because I know I checked out the other summer things, but this is like the other one that I hadn't seen. I mean, obviously you can tell from here because they're on the beach. Okay. The island right here. Okay. I don't think I've heard this one before. That's really nice sound with those accordion, with like the synth. It sounded very interesting. Ooh, okay. Lower sound coming out there. The way that beat's going as well. Really nice right there. With the harmony on that as well. How they just singing right there. Okay, I like the rhythm right there. They kind of added kind of percussion that came there right there. Yeah, the way they're doing the sound is very interesting in this one. Like that. Okay, bring it out a bit. And have that sound kind of building up on her. Yeah, I like how it kind of gets like more louder with those chords going on. Okay. What fruit is that? That's actually. Oh, he's got coconut right there. Oh. Okay, it sounded like the horns right there. Like the melody on that. It's like the same melody that was, you know, the start of like the yeah, this part right there, the pre-chorus, how they build up to that. It's like the same melody right there. Let's go with that beat right there. It's very interesting. Okay, I like that melody right there. I like how they're doing camera work right here. I like zooms right there. Okay, I like how she's on that right there. Okay. Okay, I like that right there. The more kind of shouting out there right there. And this other vocal right here. Saying that. Really nice melody on that part. It's right, again, very interesting sound. Like, yeah, I'm wondering what that kind of, the sound of that high thing that's on. Alright, it's very interesting. That sounds and that. Build up right here with that. And then drop with that. Love how it feels like with that bass sound coming on as well on that. Okay, I like how they did the chord right there. It's like similar to the other part that they doing like in a circle right here. Nice. Yeah, I love that hook right there. It's very nice. Yeah, what is that sound? Like, because it kind of sounds a little distorted, like a little like scratchy. That's so interesting how they do that. Okay, I like how the slow-mo scenes right there. That looks nice. Love the look of the, you know, whole thing with like the beach and stuff like that. The sky as well, and that very nice looking. Okay. Very interesting delivery right there. They kind of like talking. That's interesting how that's going with everything. It's kind of very empty with the sound right there. So like, you know, it's interesting how that, you know, her voice is filling out everything on that, and like, you know, a lot of reverb on her voice as well. It's kind of echoing. Okay, bring percussion up in. Do right there. And then after that. So they did like the same, you know, thing that she was saying, but more kind of melodic right there. I think it's very interesting. Okay. Ooh. Nice right there. Rolling that out. Yeah, I love how she sings this right here. Yeah, the way they hit the choreo as well is very nice. Okay, having it yet? Yeah, it's gone. The higher harmony on that is very nice as well. Okay, I like that. That was very nice, just having that, you know, dance the night away, kind of repeating on top of that with the yeah, yeah, yeah still going as well. Very nice for that one. So another. Woke up. The boat there. Now they're gonna try to. Like, nah, we don't care. We'd just be stranded on this island. They don't even care about getting saved from the island. I mean, shoot, they look like they were having fun on the island, so it doesn't look like they need any help getting out off the island. You feel me? That can be like their own little, you know, deserted kind of island thing. They're just together having fun or whatever. I like how they did that entire thing with the music video. Very nice overall look. Like I said, I love the look of the, you know, the natural kind of outside look and stuff like that, how they do that, especially with the, you know, beach kind of thing, you know, adding to that whole summer kind of vibe. I like the whole thing of the song as well, the dance the night away thing. I feel like this is definitely a song that can get you dancing, obviously. Very nice overall energy for this one as well. Love this one, especially, you know, with that hook as well. Very interesting how they use like the horn sounds, the melody on that. Very, very interesting. Everything drops with the beat is very nice as well. So I love how they're doing that. Layered vocals that they had going on, a nice kind of harmonies on certain lines. I like how they had like the layered kind of voices, kind of shouting kind of, you know, voices that they had going on as well, adding to the energy of everything. I feel like this is one I would listen to a good bit. Definitely something I would play a lot in the summertime. I wonder where they filmed this at, because it looked really, really nice. Even the way they did the lyrics in the song, you know, kind of put out that vibe. So it was great on this one. But yeah, really, really enjoyed this, like I said. Now let's go on to the next one that we have. All right, so this next one that we have is called Yes or Yes. Okay. Oh. And the horror concept? What's going on? Yeah, got checking in this car. Yes or yes. No way. Twice square. Interesting intro.
Hey boy. Look, I'm gonna make this simple for you. You got two choices.
The way they're staring into the camera.
Yes.
And then Okay, I like that intro right there with the "Hey boy," and then kind of how she did,
Hey
you know,
boy.
said that line.
Look, I'm gonna make
I like
this
the bass
simple for
sound
you.
of that.
You got two choices. Yes
Uh-huh.
yes.
So there's no, it's just yes or yes. You know?
Yes or yes.
Yeah, I like it just said there, right there. Oh. Hold on, I love how that dropped. That was really nice.
Yes.
And then, yeah, that was clean. I like that. Oh, I love the layer vocal on that. Very groovy with this. Okay, I like that. Little choreo right there. Thing with the arms right there. Sounds really nice, kind of singing that as well. Ooh. Oh, I love how she sounds right here. It's really nice melody as well. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I love her part right there. Oh yeah, this is a heat. Hold on, I'm loving this. Melody on this. The beat on it, Oh, nice how she had that out. Okay, I thought kind of like her voice was kind of fun, Okay, like the sound of this part right there. Everything going on this. Yeah, good up with this. Getting faster. That was nice right there. The break right there. Just the vocal coming. And then dropping. Nice. Okay. Okay, I like that melody right there. No? Oh, that's a nice, melody right there. Is that there? Nice. Yeah, I love the melody on that. It's very nice. And the layer vocals on that. Ooh, very interesting bass going into this. The rhythm right here. Okay. Nice vocal in the back right there. Okay. Ooh. The kicks right there, how they hit that. No? Yeah, I'm loving Jungkook's voice a lot on this song. Nice. I like the sound of the sentence as well. Okay, I like that right there. I was just about to song is just kind of going like it just like has to choose. You feel me? Like sound there because there's a bunch of word right there. Oh, okay, choreo right there is nice. Doing that, the leg kind of choreo right there, nice. Love the build up right there. How they do that. Then drop into this. That's very catchy as well, man. Yeah, I love this section as well. The really nice overall melody with that. Kind of back and forth, kind of doing that, and then the other one right there. I've had done with the effects on this one as well. Ooh. Okay, so she's sung that different right here. Yeah, the way they're doing the visual in this one, like in their faces on the little kind of things right there. The transition to the eye right there. Very smooth right there. Yeah, I love the sound of the chords going down in this bridge right here. It's very nice. I do the beat right there. Okay, that sounds nice. The bass on this. I like how they all have different kind of, different things right there, little different looks or whatever, and then different kind of settings with like the card, how they're using that, and that right there. Get on to this last time. Oh, we're holding that out. Very nice. Again, how they drop. I love that. Love how it gets silent and then they drop, because definitely makes for a very impactful thing. I'll just have the chords over here. Yeah, eyes as well. And then they end the video with like the thing as well, and it kind of like comes with that. Kind of like, pops out on the yes or yes. That's very, very nice. Wow. Yeah, this is my favorite one for today so far. 100%. I love this one so much. Definitely one of my favorite title tracks, I would say. Not only with, the sound of the song, but also the music video again for this one. Very, very nice how they did the effects and everything, and how, all the different things. I love the use of like the circus kind of carnival thing, whatever going on, and how they did all that. With the different looks and like the cards that they had. I think they had like them on coins or whatever. How they related that to the song as well. Like it was like the games that they were playing or whatever. It was like you always had to choose yes, or you always had to choose the member. Like there's no or whatever. So I like how they did that, going with the lyrics and the whole thing of the song. I like that whole concept of the song as well. You get one choice and it's yes. You feel me? So I like that whole thing and how they did that. The way they did it was very, very nice, especially with this music video as well. So yeah, I love that. I think this song is amazing sounding. I love the feel-out sound of this one as well, but mainly I was loving those melodies a lot in the verses, especially when Junghyun starts right here. I was loving Junghyun's tone a lot on this song. He had a lot of different parts that I was loving, but right here, it's how those, like, the sound goes down, that kind of sense. Yeah, the beat, the rhythm of that, the melody that she's singing, the rhythm of that. And that kind of repeat on that. And overall, that's a great melody right there. I like how there was a thing with their eyes glowing as well, because I was noticing that they were having like scenes where it just focused on the members, and they like slowly started like smiling brighter and their eyes would glow. I just seen it just now with her eyes glowing right there. Oh, that was very nice. Very nice overall transitions in the scenes as well. Like that was so clean. How they did that, and it was like the ball right there, like they did that a couple times. It was nice. So again, me and saying this. Again, I love this melody right here. How they repeat it. So amazing production with that as well. How she sings that's so nice. How they did the beat going with that as well. Love how they sounded a lot on that verse. 100%. Love the build-up thing with this one as well. I feel like on all these songs, or at least most of them, they've had like a thing where the percussion kind of gets a little faster, does a little build-up, and then it gets silent for a second, then drops down. Love how they do that for this one. They did it, going into all the choruses, even like this last part from this like bridge part is very, very nice. How they did that. They had this very interesting part after this kind of first bridge part right here, where they have this whole thing, right? And then they have this right here, kind of adding to the bridge, right? So I feel like the parts that they have in the songs that they have are just very, they're extended, right? Like they're not short. They have extended parts in the song, so they always have like a first part of something, then a second part. So like this, first part of the bridge, and then adding to it right here with this right here. And how they do that. And it's very interesting how they do prediction on this part. And then they do that and then drop back into the chorus as well, with all the ad-libs and stuff going on in the back. I love how they did that, That song on this one. So even like for this chorus as well, and I love that they did this, you know, every time in this right here. So they have that, you know, that first part right there, and then bring in this kind of second part right here with this after chorus with them singing this, you know, back and forth thing right here. So they have the entire thing right there. Like the choruses aren't too short, and I love that. And then they have thing, you know, right there, and then they kind of end with that, and I love that. So very nice overall long thing for this one as well. I think they do great with that, and you know, all the songs that we've been hearing so far, and I, like I said, just especially love it on this one. They have an entire intro part, then you had the verses, you know, there's a pretty long, the pre-chorus, and then go into the chorus, which has, you know, 2 different parts, and then have that kind of repeat, and an entire bridge that has 2 different parts, and then the whole thing with that to build up back into that last chorus, which has, you know, again, 2 different parts, and then how they ended. So it just made for a really nice, like, in-depth song, and I love that so much. They did great with this. So yeah, very, very nice for Yes or Yes. Definitely one of my favorite title tracks by them. Definitely my favorite so far in this video. Love all the visuals of the music video and stuff like that. I will try to go through each one of these scenes and try to break down the details, but you know, this way it's a lot of detail. So you feel me? I just, you know, definitely give props to the people that did the video and stuff like that. There's a lot of different details, little fun things to kind of like point out. But yeah, we have one more for today. So let's go straight to that one. Okay, so this one is called Fancy. Okay. The little it's always interesting when I hear that being used in the song, you know, that little thing, because I've heard it, you know, used in other kind of songs as well. Wow, yeah, look at this one is very interesting, very different from the other ones. Is it like lower in quality? Hold on. It says, yeah, it says fully HD. I don't know. I guess the way they rendered it, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Oh, okay. I love that. I love how the beat's going right there. It's very nice. And the little kind of synth kind of thing that goes on. The lower kind of sound like. Like that melody right there. Very reverb on the voice right there. An echo right there. Okay, the twice right there. Okay, feel not more. No more with the beat right here. Oh, I love how she sounds like that melody. Okay, nice sound for the verse right there. That was a nice scene right there. Her on the swing right here and the little city in the back. That's nice. Looking right there. Yeah, a little build up thing with this one as well. Yeah, that kind of rising sound going on. Okay. I like how she's singing that out right there. Okay, so a little thing. I think I've also heard this one as well. This specific part. This is a very familiar part as well. Another thing that's very familiar on this. I think this is, they go into the chorus right here. That's right here. That's right there. And then, okay. Yeah, I love that. Okay. Yeah. I love this chorus part so much. So this is actually the first K-pop song I've ever heard, actually. Like, I probably have heard like other K-pop songs ever, but I think this one is the one I feel like I remember the most before like trying to kind of get into K-pop. I remember the sound of this one the most. And the funny thing is, I didn't even know it was Twice that did this. So when I had first heard, you know, them do this on their performance, I was like, oh wow, okay, so this is Twice doing the song, right? Because this is also a very memorable chorus, like how, what is love is, but this is one I actually heard before even, getting into Twice. So, but I mainly remember that, that main part right there with either the fancy you thing right there. Okay, but I've never seen this music video though. And I like, hearing the full song with this, but I love this part right here. And so I love the choreo on that as well. I love how they sing that as well. Yeah, very nice song. Oh, okay. Okay, I like that right there. Very nice song with that. A very interesting thing they're doing with the like paper clips right there. Ooh, okay, I like how they did the beat right there. So I like how their thing right here is like more melodic thing right there. I like how they sound right here as well. I like the style that track that's right there is very nice. Gotta keep with this melody right here. It's nice. Okay, I really like that second verse a lot. Really nice overall melody. Nice. Yeah, again, really like the sound of this kind of pre-chorus. Building up right here. And the chords going down on that. Very nice. And I love how she sings the melody as well. Ooh. Very interesting look right here. With the background. I wonder, like, where do they find these, like, images? I love how she sings that right there. So that's this part right here. Love this melody right here. I love how she delivers that line. One of my favorite parts of this. How it kind of echoes as well, no? Okay, bridge. Ooh, I love how she sung that right there. Sound like guitar still going as well now. Very nice. Yeah, very nice, soft kind of way to sing that. Kind of building up right here again. Nice, yeah. I felt that kind of resonate with the sound as well. She sung that out. Nice. Okay, it's like a little roller coaster thing. Outside over there. Yeah, it's interesting how they use that kind of riser, kind of high sound to kind of build up from that as well when it's going to the second part of the chorus. Again, it's so interesting how they use that all thing, whatever. From what song is that one from? Is the No Matter What I Do? Yeah, that song. I forgot what is it called? But yeah, very very nice how they use that. That's very interesting. But yeah, really enjoyed this. Of course, like I said, have heard that main kind of hook part that they have that's very very catchy. That's very very nice overall sound for this one. It's a very fun sounding song as well. So also probably one of my favorite title tracks by them. Just love the overall energy of this one. Love how they're doing the lyrics on this one. Didn't really hear like the verse parts, right? So I love hearing that as well. Honestly, really nice hearing the full song, and I love the verse parts a lot, especially that second verse. That was really nice how they kept going with like the overall thing. They started off with less kind of instrumental with Dahyun coming in, and then it goes into like this part with Chaeyoung, and then it kind of slowly builds up with more sound over time, and gets more kind of groovy with like the beat coming in, and they kind of just keep going with that till the second pre-chorus. So I love how they did that entire second verse right there. Really nice overall melodies in this first verse as well. Love how they did that. Especially love, you know, how Junghyun sung this melody. That was really, really nice. I like how they're doing a choreo on a lot of parts as well. I definitely had to check out a full kind of, you know, dance practice or whatever. It was a lot of nice movements that I was really liking. I wonder why they do that specific hand movement right there, the fancy thing like with this. I don't know, but it's a very catchy choreo as well. If that makes any sense. I feel like it's very easy to kind of pick up on and do, like follow along with. So I love that. Love the sound of this one as well, you know, with the bridge. 100% how they go into that. They sounded really nice singing that. Another song that had really nice overall length and depth to it. Like I said, you know, just having that kind of second part of the chorus is always really, really nice for me. And I love how they do that. And I love the overall melodies that they sing on that as well. So yeah. Really, really enjoyed this one. Obviously fancy. With the music video, it was very interesting, right? I can't say this is one of my favorite music videos by them. It's very like odd looking in a way, to where like you can tell this, you know, with some screens obvious, like kind of green screen type thing. But I feel like the odd part of it was just like, I feel like they just kind of took random image things and just like put it in there to like fit with the colorfulness. Cause like, what is this? Like, what? I don't know if this is supposed to be like a thing that they just, did they make the image of this? Like, did design the image, or did they find this, or like, no, do this? I don't know. Like the production, like the people that did the video, I'm wondering how they did that. I did like the look of the scene with, you know, Momo on this swing right there. That was cool looking. There was a lot of just interesting kind of like rooms and scenes that they were in. I would say I definitely like the look of the styling on these kind of black outfits as well, and even like the background looked pretty cool, the neon kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like they were definitely, you know, trying to go for more of like a neon type this whole thing for this one. I think they did pretty good with that. But just when they went, the only thing that kind of throws me off is just this. When they went into this, I'm like, okay, what is this? Right? It just looked really weird to me. But you know, that's just my opinion on the look of that. But everything else really, really nice on this one. Very entertaining. Like I said, really, really enjoyed this as well. And that's going to be the end of my reaction to Twice today. Love this. This kid, you know, just makes me love Twice even more. Just going through all of their kind of earlier kind of, you know, music videos and stuff like that, seeing like the other side of them, because I feel like I only seen like the more mature kind of side thing, right? So it was nice, you know, seeing their more earlier things, to see like their more brighter, youthful things as well. I think they did really good with, you know, the whole thing of capturing that vibe. And I think it's really good that we see kind of a shift in the vibe that they went for, because of the fact that they did get older, right? And over time you do mature. So I think you notice kind of like a change just over time with everything. So I like how they did that. I would say in terms of songs, I like their newer ones better, right? In terms of all the title tracks. But I think in terms of just the overall vibe and like everything, I think I enjoy these ones more, right? Like I enjoy like their earlier things. I feel like I have more fun watching these, even though I have fun watching the newer things as well. I think I have more fun listening to those songs more than just kind of just watching the music videos and, you know, listening to the song with all of that. I feel like these songs are way longer as well. They have more depth to them, because a lot of these songs aren't usually songs I, you know, put on, listen to, that type of stuff. It's very poppy, you know, it's very poppy sound. I don't listen to, you know, very poppy sounding stuff always. Mainly my sound of music is very kind of chill R&B, you know, groovy, just like little type thing, right? But you know, lately I have been getting more into different kind of stuff, right? Especially, you know, going through like K-pop stuff. I've been kind of, you know, getting introduced to different sounds that I find myself liking a little more. And through Twice, I feel like I really like this pop sound, because I feel like I wouldn't be able to listen to these songs and the sound of them with any other group, at least not right now. Like there's probably other groups out there that have done something similar that I might enjoy, but I think, and I've said this before, I think I just really love Twice's like energy and their vocals, to the point where even if it's a song genre I don't really resonate or vibe with that much, I feel like if it's done by Twice, I'm gonna vibe with it, right? I think that's where I'm at right now when it comes to my whole thing with Twice, you know. So, you know, with these songs, like I said, I was glad I was able to see these today. I would say definitely my favorite still is Yes or Yes out of the songs that we listened to, and then probably followed closely by Fancy on this one. But if I had to take the title tracks from this one and the last video that I did, I feel like overall out of all of them, I would say Signal was probably still my number one favorite. I feel like that the sound of that one was really, really nice. Of course, TT and then Yes or Yes probably is gonna be like maybe like my top 3 on that. And then Fancy follow closely by that for like a number 4. Like I said, I will be going through the albums of all these, right? So every, song, title track that had an album going with that, I will be going through all of those. I just want to kind of, hear the title tracks and stuff like that by themselves first, and then go to like the different B-sides and stuff like that and see how that goes. So definitely look forward to more Twice album reactions. The next one I'm going to be doing is the one for Yes or Yes, right? So I'm glad. I really loved the title track for that one as well, because I was already planning to do that album, but I love the title track a lot. So, I'm excited to do that one even more. So definitely look forward to that one next, and then any other kind of album and stuff like that you guys think I should check out next. Definitely put that down in the comments down below. But yeah, reactions to the performances for these songs are going to be on my Patreon if you guys want to see my reactions to those. Tell me what you guys thought about these songs that we checked out today. What did you like? What did you not like? Tell me what your favorite one out of the 6 that we checked out today was. Definitely would like to hear your opinion. But yeah, 100%. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to these ones. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.